Hello everyone, FunshineX here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker on a Landstryder server. Today we are going to take a tour of the space station that I've created. We're gonna completely finish off Clockwork phase, everything there is to do with it, and then we might, if we have time, show some highlights from the Ender Dragon fight, which uses the hard mode Ender Dragon. So it was a lot of fun. First, my teleporter, half the time I come back here, I end up in the wall, and I've died once to it. I was way up there, and I couldn't dig out fast enough. Yeah, so that's why this is a mess over here, is because I keep dying or suffocating when I come back. And it only seems to happen when I transport dimensions. So if I go from, like, Landstryder's base here, it works fine, but if I go from, like, my space station back here, it has problems. So I might ditch this and go with the Matter Overdrive teleporters if possible, but that's going to take a while. So for now, we're just going to leave an empty hole. Alright, so let's dial up the space station and head on over there. We kind of gave you a sneak peek last episode of the blocks I plan to use, using a lot of the Ztones Reds blocks, because they come in both a red and a black. They look pretty cool. So here's the arrival area. Kind of start flying here. And yeah, the gravity here is really weird. But this is the main observation deck of, I don't know, it's not a spaceship, it's a space station. But I have my dialing device here. This is called an impossible object. It's really nothing than a decorative block. I used Enderium because it looks really cool. Up here, there's some more Ztones blocks. These are called Corp. I like how they kind of make a little light. And underneath this thing, I'm going to put a block that kind of shines light up, and it's going to look like this is projected, like it's a hologram. That's kind of why I went with the green. So this is not completely finished. I also want to put an open computers monitor right here in the front, so I can display things there. And there is the other teleporter that takes me back to the Earth. So that's kind of the main area. This is a little hallway back to the this block here, which is the entry block. You can't get rid of it, as far as I know, unless you maybe go in creative or something. I've got my solar panels out there, and they go to a power line underneath the road here. Whatever. Let's call it a road. I haven't been to the moon yet, so I can't get Galacticraft's official doorways, airlocks. So I just improvised with carpenters' garages. So I think it looks okay. I might get the hammer and change the look of it, but it looks okay for now. And then out here, you'll see we have a large area, and this is where we're going to put all of our Clockwork stuff. This section here is going to be all Clockwork phase. And then on the other side, I haven't built out the platform yet. It's just a walkway. That'll be probably Essential Craft is what I think I'm planning to do up here. So that's just an open hole into space at the moment. So let's talk about movement here. If you're on the ground just running around, it's just like normal, right? You just walk. As soon as I go off the ground, either if I jump, you can see I'm floating, or if I accidentally clip one of these corners, and so it puts me up like half a block, now I'm flying, and there's no gravity. So you kind of just, I push forward here, and I kind of float. There's like inertia almost. So you just keep going. Let's go outside, as that'll actually be, whoa, easier to show once we get outside. It made this a pain in the butt to build. Even with creative mode flight, which I have now, it did not work. But so if you hit space, you obviously go up, and you just keep floating up and up and up without hitting anything. I'm not hitting anything right now except for moving my mouse around. If I hit shift, obviously I slow down and then start moving down. Now I can push forward and kind of give myself some forward momentum, and I can hit backward, obviously. But you cannot go left to right. If I wanted to go to my right, I'd have to turn here and push forward so that I started floating that way. Obviously, I want to go down. So to get going in one direction is very difficult. Like to build a long tube. So I did make a builder's wand, which helped out a lot. But yeah, so that's this. There's something in Clockwork that I might think might help with this. We'll see. I don't know. It's really cool what, you know, McDoodle did with this to make you be able to kind of float, but it's a pain to build with. Let's go back down to Earth, and we'll talk about what we're going to do today with Clockwork. And, yeah, it's a pain to walk upstairs, too. But it looks cool. I like being out in space with all the stars and everything. And flying around. Hey, that time it worked. I didn't fall through the world. Amazing. Oh, yeah, I kind of did. So let's go over here and grab everything in this chest. The first thing we want to do is we want to get a thing called a Celestial Compass Core. This block is really cool. It's kind of a crazy recipe. It uses a bunch of just random, seemingly random stuff, but you've got death, you've got life, you've got light and fire, you've got air and water. The compass, of course, in the middle. I guess the gas tier is death or darkness, and then stone is earth. Something like that, but it's supposed to represent the 8 different phases. I think that's why this is called Clockwork Phase of the world. So we've got that now, and we won't be able to do anything with it until we go back up to the space station, but we've got that built now. Now you need a ton of these temporal nuggets, and I kind of showed you guys how to do that in the last episode. The easiest way is to use your sword. Get a ton of levels. I have 102 right now because we just killed the Ender Dragon and I had my magnet turned on. This Quantum Flux magnet is amazing. It's super easy to build. Obviously, I can't get the recipe of it when it's activated. There we go. So it's lapis, steel, and manganese, which is just redstone, gold, and iron, and diamonds, dark stone, which is stone and ink. So it's really easy to make, mostly normal ingredients. And you get this guy, right click on him, and he turns on. He sucks items away from so far away. It's crazy. Plus experience balls. And they don't like get sucked to you. They just pop into your inventory or into your experience bar. So that's really cool. I also made a few other things. This is an electric bow from Mekanism. A lot of the ranged weapons we tried on the Ender Dragon did not work. The electric bow did really nice because it doesn't have durability other than its electricity, and it does some decent amount of damage. And then I made this guy called the RR Pickaxe from Router Reborn. I don't know why Router Reborn has a pickaxe, but it is amazing. Did I show this already? I don't remember. But let's head downstairs. Right now, if you look up top left, it says single. If I shift right, let's see. Yeah, shift right click, it'll go up to 3x3 and then up to 5x5. Well, come mining, and you can see already I've done a little bit here, and it's super fast, and it does a 5x5. Isn't that awesome? Pretty cool. So there you go. If you're using it and it's in 5x5, you can hit shift and right and break a block. It'll just do 1x1, or shift right click and change it back to the mode. So be careful holding it in your inventory with that 5x5 on, because you don't want to accidentally like bust your base open. But that's a really cool pick. Oh, the recipe is easy too. It's redstone, flint, TNT, diamond pickaxe, and torches. And it has a huge durability. I haven't tried to enchant it yet, but I'm assuming you can. Yeah, get one of those for sure. So let me put all those away. Oops, wrong bag. Okay. So we need to get rid of all that stuff I just mined. Probably not going to work on the zinc. Alright, I'm just going to leave it in there for now. It'll be the easiest way to find it. Oh, I can put those away. Alright, so the next things we want to craft with Clockwork are a lot of stuff that takes the temporal nuggets. And you want to get some time sand on your sword just by attacking, basically attacking with it as long as you have some memory. And you can see, because my levels are so high, I have a 100%, a 1 in 1 chance of getting time sand. So every time I attack, I get a little bit of time sand, and it builds up. And you can see I have 2 hours right now on my sword. That basically means I can hit H and switch it into temporal mode, and I can keep attacking mobs, and I'll gain it almost as fast as I'm using it, really. And so I can leave it in this mode almost all the time, which is really cool. And when you kill a mob with that activated, you get temporal nuggets. Craft them into temporal ingots, and you're good to go. So let's start making some things with that. A lot of the stuff is going to need these active temporal core and sedate temporal core. So we'll go and craft a bunch of these. They take either redstone or stone. So let me take, I don't have a lot in there. Fill my inventory up a little bit so I don't get too much. Some redstone and some stone. Okay, and we'll craft these guys up. How many are going to need of these? Probably, I don't know, maybe like 16 would be good. I can make 4. Oh, I need to actually make more ingots. Okay, so let's make, are ingots 9 of them? Yeah, ooh, these are expensive. Okay, there's 14, need a couple more. Alright, there's 16 of those ones, and then we'll replace the redstone with stone. And we should be able to get these sedate ones. Should I be using up all my nuggets with this? I'm almost out of nuggets. Wow, that I thought I'd have a ton of them, but that went really fast. So I might have to go farm a little bit more to get more of these if we need them. Alright, let's just start with that and see how far we get. We need a way of accessing, when we put down this compass core, it's a big multi-block structure, and we need a way of harnessing the different phases, and that comes in with this hourglass, which crafted like that. We need to make it into a chronomancer's hourglass, so we need some more brass. Okay, and we'll make one of those. Nope. Hourglass. Oh, I need more brass here. Give me a stack of brass. Alright, so it's, let's see. I can't tell the difference between these two. Okay, that's definitely that one. That one's out. Okay. Put that in there. And there we go. We have the Chronomancer's Hourglass. You can see that has 0 tension to begin with, so we've got to give it a tension spring here. So let's put that together. Hourglass with a main spring. Okay, and it's got no speed or quality now, so we need to now get speed and quality. I probably don't have enough ingots. I was going to make a bunch more of these temporal gears, but those are 4 ingots a piece, which I'm out of. Basically, I can make 4 more of them. Okay, so we won't worry about making a really nice hourglass right now. We'll just go ahead and use emerald and diamond. So we want the ones with lots of speed. I'm going to do 7 of those, and I'm going to grab 2 things that have memory on them. Because normally I would use the temporal gears and that already has memory built in, but since I'm not, I need something else. Note to bottle's 350. I've got a precious charm. 327. Yeah, I think that's the other best one. So we'll use a note in a bottle and a precious charm. We'll start with that, and then as we get more temporal nuggets, we'll upgrade. Alright, does that take us to 5? Oh, that's not even close to 500. Dang it. Oh well, it won't be the best. There we go. So we'll now combine that one with our hourglass. And we end up with a final hourglass of 420 speed, 245 quality, and a little bit of memory. Okay. Do we need to... Yeah, let's give it tension, so we'll charge its tension. And on its own, it doesn't really do anything other than act as like a battery for time sand. But we can make it do other things. So, to do those other things, we need the celestial core, and we need a lot of time sand. The easiest way to put time sand in is these things called extractors. So we're going to probably make a couple of these extractors. If you go to the website, it tells you about them. Light brings in time sand just from being in a light area. So that sounds brilliant. It all sounds probably inefficient. I'm doubting you're getting a lot. Water, you get time sand from being surrounded by water. Air is just for being really high in the air. And lunar is from being at night. So there's your first 4 passive extractors. You have some active extractors. There's one called Life, where whenever a mob is about to spawn in the world, it will prevent that spawning and generate time sand. So this is a great way to prevent mobs from spawning in an area that you don't want to like light up. You just want prevent mobs from spawning and get time sand. I assume, I actually haven't tested that. That's just going off what the wiki is telling me. You've got earth, which cancels sapling growing into a tree and gives you time sand instead. Fire, if there's any entities around that are on fire, like a burning zombie or something. So if you put like a zombie spawner and then in the daytime they all burn, then you would get a lot of time sand from that. And then there's the death spawner, which anytime something around it dies, it prevents the death and fully heals the entity and get a little time sand. So I don't know, maybe put that at the bottom of a pit and jump in there and try and kill yourself and generate some time sand and be fully healed. Pretty cool. So I think I'm going to go with the passive ones for now, because that'll be really easy. Let's make one of each. So for these, we need active temporal cores and temporal ingots. I guess I can make 2 of them. And I better look at the Well of Time. The Well of Time takes 1 more, so I can only make 1 of these. Bummer. Okay. I am going to go over to... Oh, wait, I have 5. Okay, we can do 2 of them. Okay, we're good. Oh no, any crystal. That takes 1 too. Fine. We're just gonna go with 1. So we're gonna be in space. We're not gonna be very high up. We are gonna be bright and dark, so we could go to a light and a lunar and a water one. So let's just go with the light ones. That's the easiest. So we need 4 brass, 2 ingots, and a torch. I think the torch is the only thing I'm missing. TOR. There we go. So a light fork extractor. There we go. And we will need a light catalyst with it. So that's glowstone and wool. Okay. 3 glowstone and 3 wool. All right, and these catalysts are used up. They're a durability, so as they generate time sand, they kind of get destroyed. That should be it for now. Oh, I'm going to need a time tuner. Oh, another ingot. Crap. All right. And the Well of Time. Okay, are we good? Light extractor, light catalyst, time tuner, and a Well of Time. Okay, I think that's good to start with. We'll need more going forward, but that's going to be a good start. Let's head up to the space station and start placing these things. All right, let's see. Here we are. So I'm going to put this Celestial Compass multi-block right in the middle here. And I think I want to put it buried in the ground so I don't have to jump up onto it, since jumping sucks in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and break this out, make sure I have my magnet turned on so these don't go flying. You can see it zaps it right there. And it's actually going to take quite a big area. So let's break some of these blocks. I'm going to leave this one there so I can attach it. Well, nope, not the Well of Time. Celestial Compass Core. There we go. Put that one right there. So you can see there's going to be a little red block, or red thing coming from this block saying, you need to remove this thing. So we're like, okay, I'll remove it. And it starts putting this in there. It provides light. Pretty cool. And then it says this one needs to be removed. So we'll go ahead and just start removing blocks. I could do this guy here. Will probably be easier. Let's do him at a 3x3. Take out that one. It's not as quick as my other pick, but maybe it's not faster at all. As you can see, I need to dig out a large area. Whoa! What's it waiting for now? Oh, something over there. All right, give me a second. I'm going to clear the rest of this out, and then I'll clear that last block, and we can watch the whole thing build itself. Okay, I think that should be pretty close. You notice I put my pick in temporal mode because it goes a lot faster. Let's see if it builds the rest. And did I? Oh, I was so close. And it's done. All right, sweet. So that is a beautiful looking thing here. Oh, I took out an extra one. Oh my goodness, flow down, shift forward. Oh man, don't jump too high in there. And we can put this right back in there. And now we've got this thing. All right, so what we do now is the middle one shows us our current phase in the world, which looks like Earth, like a big boulder. So that Earth would get a bonus to efficiency if we attuned our Chronomancer's Hourglass to Earth. There's different things this can do. So according to the wiki, life, if I tune it to life, I get regen. If I tune it to light, it lights up dark areas while I'm like caving or something. Water, you get water breathing and you get some buffs while you're in the water. Earth, you walk on the air at the same height you started from. It's pretty cool. Air allows you to fly forward at a crazy rate of speed, no doubt. Fire, you get fire resistance, and while you're on fire, you get buffs. So that's pretty cool. Lunar gives you anti-inertia. This is what I'm interested in with being on the space station, to see if this momentum that I have will be dampened by this anti-inertia. I don't know. That could just be knockback resistance. Fancy way of saying that. And then death gives you a strength boost at a cost. I think it might damage you, but let's... Should we start with death? No, I want to start with lunar. So that one's this one. And I just turn off my magnet, of course. Because I've got to throw this thing right on the moon. And it makes a really cool effect as all the time sand is put into the hourglass. It takes about 10 seconds to work. And we should see it like change colors when it's done. There we go. So now we've got the moon one. If I... How do I activate this thing? There it goes. You can see down on my bar, it is... Whoa. Nope, that did not work. Okay. I'm still floating around. Actually, I can't hit shift. It's slow fall is what it is. Okay. So I could go down and then activate this thing. That at least keeps me on the same level, as long as I don't hit space. Okay. Interesting. So that's the moon effect, is basically just super, super slow fall. Should we try it? What else can we do? Let's try flying. Whoa. That went way far. Go on that. So I want to try the flight up here in the space station as well and see how that works. We'll probably end up going off the Earth. Alright, so if we turn this on... Is it on? Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're going crazy speed. It's supposed to... No! I can't get down! Oh, start going down. Please start going down. Are we going down? Okay, we're going down again. Okay, don't use the flight mode in a space station with this thing, because you just keep going up and up and up. Okay. Oh, forward, this way. We're gonna miss it. Ah, wow. This is it's fun flying around like this. All right. Anything else we can try? We can just do life. Cool. Air reserves are doing good. Okay, there's life. We should get regen if we turn this guy on. Yep, regen 3. Wow, nice. That is really cool. And this is using the tension like crazy. When I have that active, the tension's already down like 25%. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty awesome. The others I can't really show here, so we'll wait to show those. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is worry about collecting this time sand so we can store it. So let's put down our Well of Time on the bottom. And I want to put this one, this is light, so let's put this one with the sun. So that's right here. So let's put this right there. It's a good place. And we're going to put the extractor on top, because sand flows down, right? And we're going to put the catalyst in there. There we go. So it's starting to build time sand in here. And this little tooltip shows you, oh look, if you put light around it, it generates power. So it's kind of There's no real documentation other than the wiki that tells you about this, but in the end game it does kind of give you clues. So you can see this one's taking durability, but it's storing up time. And then if I attune it with the time tuner, I can click on that one. Let's see, shift click. Time well location saved. Let me look at this, how to say. Okay, right click the time well with the time tuner, then right click the fork extractor. Okay, easy. Alright, is that putting it in here now? It is. Look, it's 1 hour 6 minutes in there. And I don't know why it's not still going in there. I have really no idea. Oh, it just builds up to a certain amount and then drops it down. Okay, cool. So now if we want to put this into something, like we want to put it into our sword, we could just put our sword right here, and it's going to drain all of this into our sword up to the maximum. Looks like our maximum of our sword is 2 hours 46 minutes based on the amount of memory we have. Okay, and our Clockwork pickaxe, it's already drained completely. If I want to take it out and store it back in the well, I can just put it at the top, and you can see it drains it all out of there. And I don't really need any in my pick right now, so I'm going to do that. And then I can also store it in the hourglass. So that one's storing 2 hours and 36 minutes already. And I guess, I can't remember if I don't remember what the timestamp on that does. I think it acts like a battery, so it supplies it to the other things. So if I put, can I do that? Did it use it from here? I don't know. Cool. All right, well, let's just assume that's a battery, and it'll supply time to my tools. So I can put the other ones there, like I could put the water one there. The earth one was a tree farm, so I had to put some saplings around there. I'm not sure it'll work since we're in space. Air, what Y level? 64. We might get a little bit of from there. Fire, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. If I get some kind of mob, like zombie spawner, I could put it here and let them burn in the sunlight. Might work. Lunar, I can put one here. That's just going to gain it whenever it's loon. Death, I need to like drop mobs from really high or something. If I dropped them from really high, they would die, but not die. They would be fully healed and give time sand. Then I could like push them via some kind of mechanism over to here and then to a holding pen where they would burn. I could dump them into lava. That might work. Yeah, let's try that. All right. And then, what was life again? Oh, from natural spawns. Nothing can naturally spawn here, so I don't think that one's ever going to work. You can see this now. The wind is the active phase today. Cool. All right, so is there anything else I wanted to show? Yes. Let's go back and get a compass watch. Since I'm almost, or pocket watch. Since I'm almost out of time, I'm going to go over to Landstryder's base and farm. He's going to mob farm over there and just farm up some temporal nuggets. And I'll meet you guys back at my base. Okay, guys, we're back. I've been over to Landstryder's base, farmed up a bunch of temporal nuggets and everything, and I crafted 3 things. We've got the temporal multi-tool, which looks like this crafting recipe. I made a pocket watch, which is this guy, and I made a silk touch module. There's other modules as well. These go inside the pocket watch and use time sand from your hourglass to give you a little buff. So obviously Silk Touch makes your pick Silk Touch, or any tool you use. Furnace module auto smelts. Life walk, as you walk around, you're going to gain hearts that go away before your actual hearts do. Death walk, as you walk around, you gain strength that affects your next melee hit. And then partial gravity gives you slow fall, I believe, all the time. So I've already recorded this once and I couldn't figure it out because the wiki is actually out of date. You no longer craft them in your crafting grid. That does not work. Instead, you need to put them inside your assembly table. So come over to here, and we can say go to the assembly mode and put the pocket watch on either side, and then your module on the other, and it'll combine in there. Now, if we open it up with the key, you can see we've got Silk Touch. I can turn it on. It's probably not going to work where is it pulling sand from? I assumed it would just turn off again, but now we have Silk Touch. Pretty cool. Can we go do it on a leaf maybe? See if it's working out here. Didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's because I don't have any time sand, because I had to recraft my Chronomancer's Hourglass and there's no time in there. So anyway, that pocket watch is how you get the buffs. I misspoke on that in an earlier video, so I wanted to make sure I cleared that up. The multi-tool is the same way. You put it over here in the side of this guy, and you can add multiple tools to this and switch between them. So if I want to put my pickaxe in here, I can do that. If I want to put my sword in there, I can do that. I made this resonant laser rifle to try and fight the Ender Dragon with. It did not work. It didn't do a single point of damage to him. So I have it though, and it one-shots any mob. Could put that in there. Maybe our chisel would go great in there. I'm not sure if the magnet's in here, if it'll actually work. So that's pretty good for now. Maybe we'll put other tools later, but that cleared up a ton of hotbar space. And now, if I hit H, I can select which one I want. So let's say we want the chisel. Now it's a chisel. Hit H. Uh-oh. Crap. No! I think it broke. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Whew. I was worried. It didn't break it, though. It was just the other key. So back to the pickaxe. Can have the sword, so I can just switch between anything I want. Pew, 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 pew. and it works like that. So yeah, I'll probably just leave it probably on the sword maybe. And depending on what I need to do, I can switch it around. So that's pretty much everything Clockwork has to offer. I mean, obviously we can do the different extractors. But I've kind of already said how to do that, so maybe I'll build those off camera, kind of build one of each if I can find a use for it. I'll get all the other modules, and the only thing I don't know is the bug swatter, but it has no recipes, so I think that must be work in progress. I'll also upgrade a lot of my tools to temporal gears so we can have a lot better memory in them. Okay, well, that's it. This video is going really long, but I'm going to tack on as part of the Ender Dragon fight. It, for all told, took us about an hour to kill the thing in crafting our guns and switching to bows and killing him. He does a lot of damage. He regens a lot. ESK died a lot. And yeah, so it's a fun fight. If you don't want to see it, you can just skip to the next video, or if not, prepare for a little highlight time-lapse time thing of the Ender Dragon. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. It's free. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at FunshineX. And hopefully I'll see you guys next episode. Catch you later. Bye.
Today I'm joined by FunshineX and Escadork. It totally sounds bad when I say it like that, but that is the way he told me to say it.
It's Escadork. It's not Escadork. Okay, please
no
call
R
me
in it.
Ask. Just ask.
Just ask.
There you go.
I know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at names. I think everybody knows that though. So, we are getting ready to head to kill the dragon.
If I could kill him in the party really easily with 3 of them of us, I think it will be a piece of cake. So I'm not worried too much. What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna be good.
Yeah. I think Landstryder's going to one-shot him and be done.
Probably. So let us shoot first. And don't use the atomic bomb that you have in your hand.
But it takes 3 seconds for it to stop, so...
I don't know if I like teleporting with you guys in the same teleporter. Heading in. Geronimo!
Let's go!
Alright, let's start by killing this stuff. Oh, you can kill it with this.
Yeah, we all got fight.
Wow, laser is not effective to the on the crystals here.
Same with mine.
Wow, that's gonna be a pain when it's.
Oh, none of our ranged weapons work on it. No. Oh no! What do we do? Do I have another ranged weapon? Do I have anything else?
I don't have anything. Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
We don't. None of us have a regular bow.
No.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, they don't do much damage to you when I
Oh, they killed me almost.
0 damage. Yeah, my current armor has over 600 speed, so I'm pretty sure that's like 3 levels above that.
Yeah, I'm 100% protection on mine.
I don't think my laser even scratching the dragon.
Gotta get rid of all these little.
Ow, he's off. Oh, he just destroyed that thing. That's cool.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, I don't think the phasers do anything to it. Nope. Okay, let's see if
No.
anything.
I
No.
think I'm gonna have to switch strategies here.
Oh, we hit him with something. Yeah, laser doesn't even touch him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm hitting him at all.
I think I'm gonna have to hit him.
I can't even get close enough to melee.
Well, it's definitely going to take longer than we expected, because none of our ranged weapons are actually effective against it.
You totally feel that the main hero with this hourglass trying to fly is true. It's
Yeah.
really hard to control. Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, he just like pushes me away. That's a lot of purple lines.
Nothing. I didn't do anything to him. Oh, goodness. Okay, I guess we gotta get in and swing at him. Come here, you. Oh, he moves so fast. Hit with something.
Yeah, I hit him with my sword
He just dove into the ground.
to control this.
Here it comes.
Lost him.
There it is. There you go. There you go. Hit him again.
Oh, he like makes me hard. It makes so I can't see.
Oh man, this is gonna be
This could take forever.
This is crazy. Yes, it is.
Should we regroup and try and find another weapon that'll work?
Watch out
Who just shot lightning at me?
watch out the bats. Hit them.
Oh, nasty bat.
We haven't even tickled him yet.
I don't know, guys. Should we go try to find a better ranged weapon?
I think so.
I guess we should.
And Funshine got a bow.
I went simple. Electrum reinforced bow with power 4 on it.
That sounds good. And then
Alright guys, so we're ready here also. And I got my phaser that doesn't do anything.
Not to the dragon.
Temporal Clockwork sword. I have the Ender rifle. And if you can see the recipe, you need to craft the Ender. You're surrounded by a bunch of iron here. And that's the recipe here. But it doesn't only shoot like 8 times. It's used an iron every time it should. And it doesn't do a lot of damage. So probably is a crappy solution here. But I got this bow from a skeleton just now. That is a little bit of durability there. And I got the electric bows thanks to Landstryder, who remind me of that one. So I think we'll be okay.
all right, let's head back there and see if we can cause some havoc. Ooh. Oh.
That was close.
I don't know what kind of. I think this is gonna have some kind of arc to the projectile, so I want to make sure I'm gonna get a good solid shot.
You destroy all the Mekas.
Oh yeah, that worked. I did some damage,
Let me see this.
and it was a fairly straight shot too.
You got me.
That was a big explosion.
Nice.
Take him out.
Well, at least we're doing some damage with these weapons now. Come back here. Ah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not been very good with my aim so far.
It's tough.
Ah, really?
I like the theme music that this mod has.
Oh,
I got still 3 stacks of arrows if you. Whoa, I actually took damage. That's the first.
oh, don't die, 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 don't die.
Oh!
I don't know what happened to those T's that threw on the ground.
Man,
You gotta get some more materials into your armor.
what?
Do you think he's doing more damage as he goes? Because I wasn't getting hurt earlier, now I am.
Well,
Okay,
that's
now it's
a good
true.
possibility.
I found your corpse here. It's way up in the
Yeah,
air.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
like
floating in the air there.
float in the air.
He's doing circles around you.
Yeah, I know. It did circles around me for a while there. Oh, stupid bats.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Oh my god, there's so many bats.
Alright. I'm there.
Kill him!
Here. Kill him. He's almost dead.
I'm flying through bats.
Don't fly through the bats. Oh,
There's like 100 of them.
I dived through
Into the ground again.
to the ground. Give it a second, it'll come back.
Yeah! Oh, I'm stealing all the dragon essence.
Dragon. I want dragon. My god, that was... It took forever.
Look at all the arrows on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I can't even
Those
battle.
bats.
How many arrows is there? Crazy amount of arrows. There's dragon essence all over the place. There's always dragon essence. Well, at least I can't resurrect the dragon, right?
Yeah, you can.
And that was only the first boss in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, this mod adds more bosses?
Oh yeah, there's more.
So you haven't seen the party series?
No.
The Ender Essence in the hardcore Ender expansion. I did a bunch of videos of that. And this sucks. I need to prepare myself better for the next time. Oh, no wonder. I forgot to give attention to my armor.
Alright, well, we got it done at least.
Right now. Yeah.
Alright, where's the egg gonna go?
It'll go somewhere. Don't worry about that. If it falls through there, it just ends up back at spawn point anyway.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You can go collect it from there.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. And then we need a torch.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you know, this doesn't work for the hardcore ender egg.
You should.
Nope.
Oh,
Whoa,
no,
squished it.
Don't do it. There's a way you gotta do this. You gotta like shift click it with something special. I don't know what it is though. You gotta shift right click it with something. I don't remember. No, it's not the essence.
Let's see.
I think it's
They can be picked up by sneaking and hitting it with any sword.
Oh, okay.
Maybe vanilla sword?
Oh yeah, vanilla sword.
Only a vanilla sword.
None of us have a vanilla sword, do we?
No.
Do I have? Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do.
Oh, you got your inventory access.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh,
Got
you...
it?
I stole my egg. With his magnet.
Here.
which
I'm throwing it at you. Do you not want it?
that thing is definitely a more powerful magnet than the other ones.
Considering
Alright.
it came out with 102 levels and 8 stacks of Dragon Essence. Do you guys need any?
6 stacks or 4 stacks and like 2. I don't know what all I need it for, but I think I have enough. Esk might need some. Did you pick up any Dragon Essence, Esk?
I pick up 3 stacks.
Compendium says Essence is used to unleash the power of altars.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use them on this pack. I use them a lot in the Departed series, so I'm not sure I'm gonna use them in here.
I'll put them over with my magic stuff because I probably will get into the Ender, the extra stuff from that. We can get. You guys want an egg?
If I want the egg?
Want an egg?
No.
Oh shoot! I can't. It doesn't have a EE value.
Oh, bummer.
That sucks.
You can give it one.
Yeah, I think we all should get an egg.
Do you have
for all
something
that.
to eat, by the way?